All right, thanks for stopping by. The time has come to demonstrate the Bluetti Charger 1 DC to DC charger. Let's do this. Okay, so I've got it all laid out here so you'll see how this works. This end will connect to your starter battery in your car or your van, and they give you plenty of cabling. That's really good cabling, good heavy duty stuff. And then it goes all the way down, and here's your circuit breaker. It's a great circuit breaker, and it is 63 amp. So I'll be adding another circuit breaker up there at the beginning. Okay, so your wiring comes on down here, and it'll connect into the charger 1. This is the DC to DC charger, 60 amp, and these will simply go into these connections here, and then you flip the lid open and you can use an Allen wrench to tighten those down. I've already done this one. That will go into your adapter for your power station, but it's a good thing that it comes with these MC4 connectors because every adapter has these. And then the other end might be an XT60 or it might be a barrel connector, doesn't really matter. This is going to control the flow coming out into your power station. But I'm going to recommend that Bluetti make some changes and relocate this, or either add a second one up here at the beginning of the lead. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is find a place to run this through the firewall of the van. That's the wall that separates your cabin from your engine. And the last thing I'm going to do is actually hook it up to the starter battery. I'll have everything else hooked up first. Okay, so here's the starter battery here in this corner. Ideally, it'd be great if I had a little place, a little hole that's plugged with a grommet that I could just remove up in here. But I do not see that. This may be the toughest part of the job. It's just finding a point to feed that cable through. We'll see what we come up with. Okay, engine is still idling. Alternator sounds good. So here's the cables that come in from the Bluetti. There's the positive. Hook it here on the positive terminal. There's the negative. Just hooked it in there. And I found a place to fish it through. Right here, runs right along the side of the firewall. And let me show you where it comes out at. It comes out right here under the dash. I had to remove this kick plate. I like that they put this nice cover over it to protect it. So I haven't mounted it yet. I've got plenty of slack here. So, you know, I could pull this up along the roof line. And here it is coming here. I just got it coming in behind the seat right now. And I will find a place to mount it later. But right now, I just wanted to test it before I mounted it up. Yeah, we're still charging at an average of 250 watts, just idling. So if I was driving down the highway, it'd be closer to 500. Okay, pardon my mess here. Okay, here's the wires coming in from the starter battery, going into the Bluetti Charger 1 DC to DC charger. Bluetti sent these connectors. So I tried to find a connector with thick wires that would match that, and I found one even thicker than what Bluetti sent. This is the adapter Bluetti sent from here to here, MC4 connectors. So this is the one I had, MC4 connectors. The wires are even thicker, and it's one of these multi-adapter things. And I used the XT60 and with a XT90 larger adapter to fit this particular power station. You do not have to have a Bluetti power station. You can have any of them with any adapter, but you'll have to buy your own adapter, which are cheap. So you have a charge controller inside of here, and you also have this controlling what's flowing through from the alternator. And the van's just idling right now. If I was driving, it might charge at 500 watts. But just idling, it's we could average that to be about 250. And the charger has an indicator here. If it's flashing once every second, that the manual tells you that just means everything's going fine. To keep your battery, your starter battery, from getting too low to start your van, it will manage that. It won't let that happen. It's a great device. Okay, so the only gripe I have, the only thing I can find that I don't like is this should be up front, coming right off of the starter battery, or perhaps one back here and then one up front. Let's go out to the starter battery and I'll show you what I mean. There should be another circuit breaker right here, right in line here. So that's my recommendation. Okay, so I thought I'd grab it with my hand just so you can see how big it is, to give a perspective of the dimensions on it. So there we go. I think I'm gonna love this thing. Make sure you check out the link in the description. It'll have all the specs and all of the links in case you want to buy one. And I would opt for the cabling too. You might have to pay a little more, but it's well worth it. Okay, here's the most important part. This is amazing. You can download the Bluetti app. You can get on your phone and you can change the charging voltage of this thing. Unbelievable. It'll work with any power station. If you got a power station that likes to charge between 12 and 30 volts, you can change it on your phone in the app. If you got another one that likes to charge between 30 and 60 volts, you can do that. It's amazing. Oh, I need to show you this too. This is the power station and the backpack that Bluetti sent. This is a new power station, brand new on the market. I like the design of it. Look how tall and narrow it is. And you can plug 200 watts of solar into this. There's an XT60 plug there where you can plug in your solar, or you can charge it off of your car cigarette lighter while you're driving, or you could charge it from the Bluetti Charger 1 DC to DC charger. It has two USB-Cs that are 100 watt output. That would be great if you have like a MacBook, and then it has the other two USBs. Here's your power button. Here is your DC on, and here's your inverter, pure sine wave inverter. Really cool, and it fits in this backpack. I think college people are gonna eat this up. Let's spin it around here and show you the back. This is where you can plug in something if you need AC power. 300 watt output. And there's where you plug in if you want to charge at home from a wall outlet. And this is just the fan that blows through to keep it cool. Here's specs on it. 268 watt hour. But this backpack is pretty amazing itself. It's just one compartment after the next, waterproof zippers, and the power station fits in this compartment. Look at this thing. This might be the best quality backpack I've ever seen. Amazing stuff. So yeah, I'll put a link to this in the description box of the video also. I didn't even know they were going to send this, but this came in with the DC to DC charger. And here's the best part. I am glad you stayed tuned in, because I will be giving this away here in Quartzsite this season, sometime between November and January. I've got to figure out how we're going to work this. Do you just send me your name? Do I put it in a hat? Do I give it to someone who drops by my campsite? I'm not sure how I'm going to work the giveaway yet, but some lucky person will be getting this. Once I work out the details, I will let you know, but I would just prefer to give it to someone in person, someone in need here in Quartzsite, Arizona. I have been very fortunate, and I just like to pass it on. It just brings me joy. All right, thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.